Toledo Rockets started off slow in the second half, but David starting to hit from out deep.
Well, you got to credit Luke Kanapke, the 6'11 freshman center. Came into today's ball game on the season. Kanapke had made just 5 3-pointers. Today, 3. And you got to credit Toledo coming out and without their leading scorer, 20 points a game. Jonathan Williams out sick. The Rockets have managed to make this a game at the 11-minute mark, and Stevie Taylor did not sit out long as expected, back out there for Todd Kowalczyk.
You know, the weird thing about it, you don't have Jonathan Williams, but it's not a direct subtraction of 20 points. So you can't sit here and say, well, if Jonathan Williams would be in there, the game would be that much different. It totally changes the animal, and it's been interesting to see how Toledo's risen to the occasion.
Well, it has. You look at a guy like Kanapke against Northern Illinois, no points. Today, 11.
Go inside again to Kanapke, and House fouled on the rebound. That's going to be on Kanapke, his first.
Just a foul of frustration there. And another shot at the rim. I'm just amazed at how many in-close opportunities both these teams have failed to convert.
What gets in your head in and around the rim? Does it become a mind game finishing strong through contact?
Well, you have to do that and really keep your chin up, your eyes towards the rim. It's just about focus.
Persons, good look to House. And he does finish.
Well, one thing James Whitford loves to do is coming out of timeouts, feed Franco House the ball. Can almost put it in the books.
Look at that battle between House and Taylor for position down there now, too.
As good as it gets in the MAC from a power forward standpoint.
Kanapke just inside the arc. 13 from Luke Kanapke.
I tell you, this kid continues to impress. Just a freshman.
Did sit out last year as a redshirt, so he got that year of growth.
He did. He added 22 pounds on his frame.
Could you imagine what Franco House would be if he had redshirted at some point? You'd get him back next year.
There's a lot of talk about Franco House having an opportunity to play at the next level in a football uniform. You can see why with that athleticism, 6'6", 250.
A foul underneath the rim. It's Francis Kiapwe, his first. It's Ball State's fourth. Big men, when they use that redshirt year, I think so much more beneficial just because they come into their body a little bit more. And then they learn some skill around the rim. They can learn to shoot if that's not something that was emphasized in high school. Lauf is a great shooter. That one a little uncharacteristic. Here's Teague out running.
Well, earlier, Joel, we talked about the transition defense playing with fire. You're starting to see it take its toll. Look at the Toledo Rockets trailing. Teague ahead of everyone.
Got to reward the big man when he runs the floor.
Man, what a dime by Taylor. Persons threading the needle with a bounce pass from about 20 feet.
That ties the game back up. We were tied at 0. We were tied at 51. We are tied at 63. Taylor with no double team on House. Then Kiapwe. They get a travel. Francis Kiapwe on the reach in. I think he thought he was called for the foul initially. But a big turnover, and Ball State maybe starting to feel some momentum.
And that was great defense by Franco House, walling up. He anticipated the move to the middle, and clearly Taylor dragged his pivot foot.
Persons calling out the screen, gets himself to the rack, and his team is in front again.
Yeah, Lauf is just getting held up on those screens, and the big's not quick enough to slide over and stop the dribble penetration. That has been the Achilles heel for the Toledo defense tonight.
It's an intentional setup by Ball State. They want Lauf off of Persons.
And look, there is no secret here. I mean, this is clear it out. Try to see if you can get it to Taylor on the block. Two turnovers in a row now.
Stayed in bounds, too. Teague will shoot if you let him. And hit him. Timeout, Todd Kowalczyk. Tajay Teague, second three of the night, and Ball State up 5. Ball State in front, its largest lead, 68-63. Todd Kowalczyk called a timeout, David, heading into that last break. He was upset. He thought this ball went out of bounds. And then I don't think Toledo fully got back on defense, which led to Teague getting a look from 3.
Well, you can see, I mean, Taylor Person just blowing by the Toledo defenders. Transition defense, you said it was bound to catch up with you if you were allowing the Cardinals to get those threes in transition. That's exactly what happened there.
Taylor Person's 24 points, but also look at his assist line for the Cardinals today, 7 of them. The last one to Tajay Teague, give him 16 points, Peter.
And how about Tajay Teague, guys? 16 points, the most he's ever scored against a Division I opponent in just 10 minutes this evening. And when you talk to the coaching staff, they want Tajay Teague to be more aggressive offensively. You guys talked earlier about using, as a big guy, your redshirt year to really improve. He did that, especially with his shooting. They want him to shoot those outside shots when he's open, and he's taking them with confidence tonight, guys, and is having a career night.
Yeah, that's how you play in foul trouble, David. 4 fouls, 10 minutes, 16 points.
6 of 7 from the field.
And a swat, but they got a foul, and that is huge, David.
And it's going to be interesting. Did they get Teague with the block or somebody down low?
That's on Tajay Teague. Ball State has a 5-point lead, but that's a huge turn of the tide.